The gods controlled human destiny, and for the Greeks, the desire to know what the gods held in store for them became an obsession. A remote hillside at Delphi was discovered to have special powers. Using the medium of a priestess, it was possible to channel these special powers and talk to the gods. These predictions and forecasts at Delphi were known as the oracle. Greeks in their thousands would soon make the pilgrimage to this mysterious mountain refuge to discover their future. Predicting the future became big business. The oracle created a huge source of revenue, and this remote hillside at Delphi became so important that Greek city-states had embassies and treasuries built here.
You had the wealth of the Swiss banks and the authority of the Vatican all in one place, because Delphi was glittering with treasure. Treasure laid up for the gods, but really for the glory of man.
Delphi was believed to be the center of the Greek world. It became an enormous architectural site. The Roman writer Pliny observed 3,000 monuments there. The most important was the great temple of Apollo. This was the center for the oracle.
If you wanted to look into the future in the ancient world, if you had any kind of question about what was going to happen, there was only one place where you could be really sure that you would hear the voice of God, and that was Delphi.
In such a superstitious society, the oracle was consulted on every issue.
Delphi was the great expert, the ultimate expert. Big politics, shall we go to war? Or the intensely personal things, who's the father of the child?
The sheer difficulty of reaching the oracle served to enhance its mystique. But why site the complex 2,000 feet up a mountainside? The reason lies in a legend which records how a herd of goats was the first to experience Delphi's mystical power. Grazing on the hillside beneath Mount Parnassus, the goats were reported to have been overcome by sweet-smelling vapors. The story goes that the goats themselves began to speak. Their words were interpreted as prophecies, and the belief in the oracle at Delphi was born. In Athens in the 6th century BC, a politician called Cleisthenes believed he could use the oracle to his advantage. He needed to raise his political status, so he decided to build a temple at Delphi where the magical vapors appeared. He dedicated it to Apollo, the god who could predict the future. So the first task was to build a retaining wall of stone for a massive terrace 70 feet wide and 190 feet long. The columns were made from local limestone. To look good in the eyes of Apollo, Cleisthenes paid for a splendid facade to be built from imported marble. He believed the expense was worth it. He was anxious to win the oracle onto his side, to help him win political support back in Athens. His gamble paid off. Legend recalls that Cleisthenes was blessed with good fortune, and his career was greatly advanced. At the temple, it became the practice for a woman, known as the Pythia, to reveal Apollo's prophecies. The male priests had their own reasons for this, for if a man was to have this power, he would become more powerful than the priests themselves. But women had no power at all, and the priests at the temple could control a lucrative industry.
Priests of Apollo were busy behind the scenes. A woman was chosen to speak because she could be manipulated at times of men's choosing.
Like theatre, the priests worked hard to stage manage the event. It was important that the clients felt that they'd been given an accurate prediction. There have been many attempts to explain how the Pythia entered her trance-like state. By becoming the supreme authority and the central point of the Greek world, the Oracle of Delphi remained influential for over 1,000 years, all the while answering the Greeks' desperate desire to know the future.